The MG4 is a little weaker than most of the other machine guns. It takes 4 body shots to kill somebody. The same goes for the M240. So I'm gonna compare this to the M240. I guess there's really not a whole lot to compare though. This weapon has so yeah, it does less damage. Uh, it has the second fastest rate of fire of all of the heavy machine guns. The M240 is a little faster than this is. Um, this also has the longest reload in the game, and for all the machine guns, it shares that with the RPD. So this has a long reload, second fastest rate of fire. It's pretty weak. Uh, so what? So obviously the M240 has some definite advantages over this, with the M240 having a slower reload and a faster rate of fire. Well, where this has the advantage is it's easier to control than the M240. The sights between this and the M240, they're about the same. They're just average sights. You can see well through them, but in my opinion, just not as clear as like the RPDs. But they still work. They're not bad or anything. So they're about the same. Really, it's all about when you go to do I want this weapon. When you're thinking about that, it's all about control. Are you going to put a grip on it? If you're going to use a grip, you're probably going to want to go for the M240 or the L86. What is it called? Yeah, the L86. If you're really not into using grips and you want I think you can either decide, do I want the RPD or do I want this, or do I want to go for the AUG? But AUG is kind of different than everything. But it has a weak does it's pretty weak. That's the problem with it. Certainly not awful, but having to shoot one more bullet than say with the other MGs, that can really cause some problems. Sure, you have a faster rate of fire, but when you're at long range, shooting somebody long range and you're single firing, the stronger machine guns are going to perform a lot better than this. So it's your call. If you want to use this, go ahead. Personally, I'm not so much into it, but that's just me. I mean, if I put stopping power on this, I might it'll perform like a default other machine gun, and I might like it a little bit more. But um, still, it's just not to my taste so much. So we'll play with the default here. Nice and accurate. Oh. Sparks, jeez. Uh, I just I just enjoy the slower rate of fire machine guns. I just like the feel of them better in any game, really. Fast is cool, but I like the old school feel. Okay, let's go to the grip. The grip will make this fire even a little more accurate. Um, Honestly, though, it performs pretty well without the grip. So, like I said before, if you're into not using grips but you want a machine gun, this is a good option for you. If you really want some tight accuracy, then I guess put the grip on this thing, or the RPD, and possibly the AUG. But it's been a while since I played with that. It sounds kind of quiet, also, uh, just on its own without the suppressor. It sounds quieter. However, I wouldn't don't let that trick you into thinking that this is by default a quiet weapon. It's not. It's still plenty loud. uh, One thing is with fast rate of fire machine guns, you gotta sort of be careful with your suppressive fire, just because you can run out of ammo a lot quicker, and it's easy to just sit there and go full auto suppressing an enemy, and all of a sudden you're out of ammo. So moderation at times. Remember, just bursting will work, single firing can work, things like that. Just some little things to keep in the back of your mind to prevent you from having to reload. And like I said, this has the longest reload time of anything. So you got to be careful, and don't let any of that. Don't get caught off guard. Nice and accurate. Love it. Accuracy is key in this game. It really is. Okay, let's switch over to the suppressor. Suppressor weakens this. I mean, it makes it quiet, but it weakens it, so it's going to take 5 body shots to kill somebody instead of 4. So there's a big downside to the suppressor on itself with this type of weapon. But I don't have it equipped right at the moment. Okay, there we go. See, it just took way too many bullets to kill that dude. We could probably watch the replay too. Yeah, this just takes way too long with the suppressor and no increased stopping power. It's a big downside to this weapon. I mean, I love the accuracy on this thing. I do. Rate of fire is awesome too. It's just, if you make it too weak, it's look right there too. If you make it too weak, it's not going to be able to do anything. Let's switch over to this dude. see if we can get that shot in. Maybe not. Well, let's give that suppressor some stopping power and steady aim and beef this thing up a bit. Bring it back to the normal damage levels, and hopefully I won't run into as many situations where I shoot a guy 4 times and he doesn't die. Oh yeah, look at that. This is an excellent weapon. Honestly, I think this is one of the best machine guns to use. Um, don't be confused when I said it's not to my liking that I think it sucks. It's just it's a great weapon. I just love old school feel. I love that slow, powerful sound. This thing's just like just spits bullets out quietly, which is cool in its own way too. But which I kind of like too, maybe. But yep, he's in there. Also, when I shoot into a building like that and I see a guy and I start shooting like that, it tells my teammates, "Hey, there's a guy in there." And both my teammates sort of caught that, and they went. They prepared to go in after him. I like camping this area. Even worked out for me in the RPD video. It's just nice. You got a lot of grass, a lot of objects that can be hard to see. When the enemy's coming in this area, it might be hard for them to catch me. Okay. So they got an aircraft right above. I did not want to zoom in on that guy because he's moving. Oh, jeez. See, now I'm a bit further. Okay. Because when you zoom, you can't move, and he's got shotguns. If I'm aiming, I can't move, and he has just an easy shot at me. Nah, that thing's almost done. Well, I'm leaving it here. The suppressor's really. I just prefer it a lot on the RPD, just having that raw power to it. 3 shots to kill instead of 4, and I mean, yeah, the accuracy is nice, but it's just a little too weak to my liking for most battles I get into. Okay, now on to the, what is it called? Heartbeat sensor. Yeah. Heartbeat sensor, when you're looking at it, you'll see the top half, which is pretty nice. You don't see the full thing like with the L86, but you see pretty much all the important stuff anyway. So you practically do see the full thing, practically. So really, it works out great on this weapon. Nice job. Alright, one more live for two, and then we'll go play some objectives with some sights. Again, single fire for the really long targets. One more. Okay. Red dot clears up the sights a great amount. Really see a lot clearer with this thing, so try it. We're playing domination. And I'm getting dominated. I don't have stopping power on, also. Should note. It's just good to note. I'm in weak mode. I don't know if this will work. Nope. Worth a shot. Don't forget, you can shoot through the walls really well with this. That's exactly what I did. My weapon would be better than theirs through the wall. Plus, they're not going to be able to see me. I know exactly where they're going to be. They're going to be in this house. So what I did was I saw the guy and I shifted myself behind the wall and shot through the wall uh, to put myself in the better situation. It's a key thing you need to remember, that you can shoot through walls in Modern Warfare 2 and a few other games, but this is the Modern Warfare 2 guides. Well, yeah, the red dot is awesome. I'll go to the holographic. Holographic is awesome for this too. If you're into the holographic, I prefer the red dot, but if you prefer the holographic, holographic helps this weapon out a lot. So, it's a good choice. Things are just not powerful enough. I even got stopping power on this one. Spray like a madman. Sometimes that's all you gotta do. Okay, now we'll use the ACOG scope. ACOG works pretty clearly on this. It's clear, just about as clear as an ACOG gets for standard. Full auto with the ACOG. Honestly, it's pretty good, and I don't have grip on it or anything. So,
Yep.
nice and accurate weapon.
Yep.
Oh shoot! Too much suppression. It happens. Single fire. Full auto. Very nice. It's a. If you want accuracy, this thing will do it for you. It's interesting because I mean, accuracy is what you want for long range, but also minimal shots is what you want for long range. So do you want an RPD which only takes a few shots, or do you want this thing which might be a tad more accurate and you'll be able to fire a little faster? It's your call. Um, it's an interesting choice. Loving the ACOG on this. Single firing for super accurate. It's still, I didn't even get the kill. It's just too weak. That's all there is to it. I think that guy had last stand or something, but still, I mean, it's just a little too weak for my taste. I'd rather have him drop a little sooner. A lot of these guys, they're taking a while to kill. Ooh. Okay. And we'll do... Oh, wait. Yeah, we still got another thing to review here. Let's see. Choose class. This one. Okay, now thermal is standard, so nice and accurate. See. Woohoo, yeah. It's not too bad. If you're into thermal. I'm not so much with this, but hey. Really not the best. Honestly, thermal's not the greatest when you have to shoot through buildings and stuff. If you're up close and trying to hit through walls. ACOG is not super great for that either, but ACOG just definitely, as you've seen on this map, has its uses. Single, full auto. See, that's confusing. Oh, don't take it. We're about to win, dude. It doesn't matter. It's just going to let us win 1 second faster. Jeez. And finally, for a somewhat fun or interesting class, I'm going to put an ACOG with a grip on there to make it even more accurate. So I got bling. I won't have a whole lot of ammo, stopping power, and steady aim. And let's see how this works. This is always an interesting map. Sometimes it can go well, sometimes it can really suck. Get a nice distant position to camp. Well, we're losing C. Taking A is good. That's good. They got 2 ways they can go. Full auto. I'm not going to reload because I need to capture this base. Nah, I tried. If you're, yeah, I'll just, okay, let's try to sum this weapon up. I think if you like using sights like a red dot or an ACOG or a holographic, if you really love those, this is probably a very good option for you. This weapon, because it's a good weapon, and those sights are very very clear. It just makes those sights even more useful than they already are. So that's one advantage. If you're into just high rate of fire and easy control, use this as well. If you're going to use stopping power for sure, this is a good one. You don't need a grip on this. So, yeah, it's a good weapon. Uh, Oops, where am I going? Go with the anti-air when they have anti-air. When they have air, not anti-air. Jeez. Took a few too many bullets to kill him. Oh, should have went back to my good class. Ran out of recording space. Fixed that problem, so we'll finish it on like for like five. We'll play 5 minutes here and leave it at that. So much going on. Full auto. You don't even have to single. When you have a big target like that. When you only got a head to shoot at, well, go ahead and single. Oh, I heard some shots. Little suppressor shot. Some sniper hanging around. There he is. Let's be sneaky though. Just kidding. When you're up against two guys like that, you just want to shoot usually. Because as soon as you knife one of them, the other one notices, and that's not good. Remember, you can shoot before you aim, and it'll still be accurate. I got lucky and got a long map, a pretty large map. This weapon would be perfect for this. My only problem is ammo. But that's a good problem to have. Means you're playing well. worried about that. Oh, I tried to get around it. Cutting corners. It's an interesting place to stand to do that. And our 5 minutes is about up, so whenever I die, I'm out of ammo. Should have put extended mags on this. Okay, well that's the L. Oh, that's the MG4. It's a good weapon. It's great. It's one of my favorite machine guns, but not as favorite just because I'm into more old school. So it's not to my liking as much. But that's me. You might really like it. I really suggest you try it. I really suggest you try this ACOG on this thing. It's awesome. It's great. Okay, see ya.